Well, hello everyone. Welcome to the Life Coach Office open call for January 2020. I'm excited, right? Because I always say I'm excited, but I really am excited to be here with you today. Thank you so much for always being on the call and for watching the replays and for commenting, sending me your emails and your questions and all of that. I really love it when I hear from all of my Life Coach Office users. Now, remember, as always, I have to share this with you. We are a part of Universal Coaching Systems where we help coach change makers bring their best work to the world. And today we're going to do that by talking about setting goals. Now, it is January, and this is the time of year where everyone really thinks about what their goals are going to be. They get busy in helping get things accomplished. But I want to show you not only how to set your goals and be motivated about it. I want to show you how to hold yourself accountable and your clients by using Life Coach Office. All right, so I'm going to just go ahead and get right into this. Now, if you are live on the call, please just ask your questions in the chat. When you ask a question, it'll chime. I will go and check it out, and I will answer you live. That is the benefit of being able to be on live if you are able to. And if not, if you have questions beforehand, I always like to share the topic that I'm going to talk about beforehand. Feel free to just either send me an LCO support ticket with your question, post it on our Facebook page, post it in the event in the comments, especially there. That is a fantastic place to post your questions about the Life Coach Office open call. And if you're able to do that before I get on the call, it's probably 9 out of 10 chance that I'm going to answer your question live. All right, so getting into this call, how to use Life Coach Office to set your goals. Let's talk about some goal setting. Now, I don't know how many of you are a part of the Life Coach Office users community, but if you are not, you need to be. We're on Facebook, and here, I don't want to get rid of it. Hold on. I want to show you it. There it is. I asked this question back on January 18th. Goals, what are some of your business goals for the first quarter? And, I will ask questions from time to time in our users community, try to get a conversation going, share some information with you. There's always a method to my madness. There's a reason why I asked that question. Number one, I was going to talk about goals. Number two, I wanted to help anyone who had a goal to break it down into small enough chunks so that they can get it done. And you know what I got? As you can see, not one comment, not one. And so I wondered about that. I wondered. So let me just scroll up so that you guys can see what our header looks like. That's Benet. Isn't she lovely? This is the Life Coach Office users community on Facebook. So please, if you aren't a member, I'm trying to get it smaller here. If you are not already a member, please go ahead and join. Excuse me. We post all our events here. We post, I will be posting our open call here. When I make new videos for Life Coach Office, it gets posted there. We have conversations on there. So please, there's a few things I'm looking to do in this group this year. So please head on over and become a member of the Life Coach Office users community. Okay, let's go back to our system here. So I asked that question and I thought a few different things. So let me just share with you. I wrote it down. And I'm like, because I was wondering, why would people not answer that question, right? Why would they not? So I came up with a few things. One is that some people maybe on Facebook, they're just not interacting on Facebook. And I know that is true. I also know that it's true, though, that there are a lot of people who are reading, watching, monitoring, but they're not yet talking. Okay, so it's not that people are ignoring it or not paying attention, but they're just not talking. That I know. I also know that some of you are waiting for the first person to share. And I was going to share something there, but I thought, let me see if I can get someone to be really brave and be the first person to share something there. That didn't go over well. The other thing is that I believe that there could be many of you that have lots of dreams, goals, visions, things that you want to accomplish for the year. But maybe you just are a little bit overwhelmed in what you want to accomplish, aren't really sure about wanting to put all your stuff out there. Maybe you don't know how to break it down. Maybe you're not sure what I meant about goals. So whatever the conversation is around that, I want to help today to kind of break this down and encourage you to interact with me on Facebook so that we can really help you to achieve what it is you're looking for in your coaching business. So the dictionary.com definition of goals is that a goal is an aim or a desired result, right? And so here's the question that I'm asking you. When I'm asking you to share some of your goals, here's the question that's behind that. What are you trying to accomplish in 2020 for your business? Right now, I know you guys have goals because when I talk to you, whether it's via email or a phone call, and I ask that question, what are you trying to accomplish? Everyone has an answer. You know, I hear people wanting to get their programs done. I hear people wanting to get their websites done. Some people are still in the planning part, doing, some are doing brochures. And I love the idea of actually giving someone something in their hand other than a card, and others are doing business cards, that kind of thing. But everyone says that they want to get more clients. Okay. And so I want to use the idea of getting more clients as one of the goals for 2020, and we're going to break it down. Okay. So if you're going to gain more clients, then, there are a few things that you're going to need. You're going to need to be very clear about what it is that you want from your business in general. So here's what I want you to do. Let's do a quick visioning exercise. All right. And here's what I want you to think about. I want you to think about what it is that you are looking to accomplish in your business. So if we are sitting in January 2021 and you're saying, wow, that was a successful year, what would you see for that you have accomplished that year? Okay. Give that some thought, right? It's January 2021, and you're now looking at the year that you just spent, and you're saying to yourself, oh, that was such a successful coaching year. Why do you feel it was successful? What did you do that makes you say it was successful? All right. For me, as a coach, I hope you guys know that in addition to working for Life Coach Office, I'm a coach. And so for me, what that looks like is, I had 2 very strong coaching programs that ran 3 times and were sold out for the year each time. All right. That would mean having 6 coaching programs in that year that were sold out and were very effective for the people that attended in those programs. Okay. That would mean for me that I had, I worked with, let's say, 4 additional coaches, and, we worked together on some things that were successful. Maybe we had live events, maybe we had webinars, maybe we co-sponsored an event. I don't know. But if I'm looking back at my year, and this is 2021, I see that I worked with at least 4 other people, 4 other coaches on successful business ventures, because I like the idea of collaboration. The other thing that I see is that I have a successful membership program, a subscription program running, and that it is working well, that people are added to it all the time. And I'm going to say that number for the program is probably for, if I launch it in the first, second quarter, early second quarter, that membership number is probably right around 45. Okay, just a mild number. All right. Let's just say that those are the 3 things that I see that made my year wildly successful when I sit in 2021. That means those are the things that are my goals for the year. So I'm asking you to think about that. What is it, if this is 2021, that you see that was, this was a great year? What is that? Okay. That, whatever that is what your goals should be. That should be what you are aiming for the year 2020. All right. So what I want to do now is I want to show you a few things that you can do in Life Coach Office to help hold you accountable in the coming year. So first off, I hope that all of you, regardless of whether you are in the Kickstarter subscription or the premium subscription, that you have one client that is actually yourself. This is the reason why you want to do that, is because you want to test out all, and I do mean all of your programs, all of your links as a client. Anything that you send out, any mass emails, you're going to send it to yourself because you want to make sure that you see what it looks like and that everything clicks properly and works well for your client. But also use that particular, so-called fake client, let it be a real client and help the system help you coach yourself. So I am using Maria here, and I'm going to go to the vision and goals area, okay? Because we're in the client section, not the coaches section. Log in as the client. That's what I want you to do. Log in as the client, and then go to career and business. And before we even do the vision statement, the first thing that I want you to do, I want you to put in a couple of goals for the first quarter. And one is for you, and it's just going to be to check your goals, check where you are for your goals. Okay. So what I did was, and I did this ahead of time, is I went in and for February 17th, that's the goal date. It is check goals for the first quarter 2020. And all I'm going to do is check to see where you are with your quarterly goals, and then click save. And then click another date towards the end of the year, of the quarter, which ends in March, right? The end of March. And I put March 9th is the date that I chose. Finalize where you are and ensure to finish strong. And it's for the goals for the first quarter 2020. The reason why I want to do that is because when you put these goals in, they're going to show up in your calendar. And I'm going to show you that in a little while. But they're going to show up in your calendar. So on February 17th, is it February 17th? Yes. February 17th, when I go to my calendar, this is going to come up as a reminder. And I know that if I can't do it that day, I need to put it in my plan for that week to check where I am on my goals for my business and do whatever I need to do to make sure that I accomplish my goals by the end of March. Okay. And then in March 9th, I'm finalizing some things now. I'm going to take another look in that week, and I'm going to make sure that my goals are going to be accomplished for the end of the quarter. All right. Okay. So here's what I want you to do. You need to create a vision statement for your business. Okay. And so what I put was, no, this is not for me personally, Marie, this is a test client, remember? But I will become a well-known and respected leader as a health coach, helping others to better their lives. That is the overall vision statement. A vision statement can be a bit broad. The mission statement, which is a little bit different, now that is a little bit more specific because it tells you how you're going to get it accomplished. All right. Your vision overall, what you plan on doing, your mission, how you're going to get it accomplished, the goals, what specific actions, that's taking it a little bit smaller step by step, what specific actions you're going to take in order to get it done. All right. So I have my 2 checks in. So what are some of the things that I want to do? Now, I talked about working and collaborating with some other coaches, right? So maybe I know a couple of coaches, and so my goal, I'm going to go, let me rephrase that. Instead of going with knowing that I have coaches, maybe I need to set out to meet some new coaches and see who I can collaborate with. So my first goal is going to be find coaches to collaborate with and check my network and reach out to coaches to see if we can work on a project together. Okay, so here's the deal. Most coaches do know another coach, right? So it's always good to be able to pull your resources together and work together, especially when you're working with someone who has a different skill set than you. So this way you both can shine without stepping on each other's toes. So find a person or two if you're interested in collaborating with someone. Find a person or two, and I want to have that done. I want to have that person identified. I'm going to say by February 7th. Okay, that's going to be a goal. And then another thing that I saw was that I had a few programs that were very successful. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to, and I'm going to say that my program's already completed. So I need to make sure that I decide when I'm going to launch them, and then make that happen. So maybe my next goal is decide when to launch new programs. Okay, and then I'm going to say in here, you may want to put a list of all the things that you might need to do in order to make that happen. Okay, so if my goals is decide when to launch programs, then maybe before, in order for me to decide that, I need to confirm that programs are with 8 lessons or less. I like to do things in fewer sessions when I'm working with groups, because when people have to stay in for longer than 8 sessions, they really kind of need a break. And I'd rather just have it done in 8. That's just me. And then maybe I want to confirm that my classrooms are updated. Welcome video, handouts, anything that is dated. Okay. And then maybe the other thing that I need, maybe I have someone working with me on this, someone helping me out. Um, see if my VA is available to help manage programs and run campaigns. Okay. And I want to make sure that all of that is done by, we're going to say that we're going to do that by the 21st. And then the last thing is also going to be choose dates for programs. All right. And then we're going to click save. So these are the things that I have put in for my goals. Okay, so I think you get the overall picture. You get a vision statement, you put some goals in there, all right? And that's how you use that. So let's talk about goals for a minute. Because one of the things that's hard about goals is that sometimes they're just way, 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 way too big. And so we end up not getting them accomplished. And I want to make sure that you guys are breaking your goals down in a way so that you can get them done. The point of goals is to challenge you, but not challenge you in a way where you can't get it done. So I just did a Google search for goals, and I found this handy dandy chart, which I really do like. And it is all about SMART goals. Your goals should be SMART. And hopefully most of you have heard of this already, but I want to make sure I'm going to go over it quickly. I can't even give credit to whoever this belongs to. I found it on the internet. If you do SMART goals, you're going to see 10,000 different things. But I like this because it is very succinct, clear, and it tells you what you need. So when you set a goal, the first thing is that it needs to be specific. Now, I'm going to use the goal of losing weight because everyone can relate to that. So you can say that I want to lose weight, and that's great, but that's a very generic goal. And because it's not very specific, it's not going to, a better chance of you not getting it done than getting it done. So your goal should be as specific as possible, and it should answer the questions: what is it, how often or how much, and where will it take place? And so saying that I want to lose weight is specific in a way as far as what I want to do, but that's really it. It needs to also be measurable. So how are you going to measure it? How will you know when you've accomplished the goal? Measurement will give you specific feedback and hold you accountable. Losing weight could be 1 pound or it could be 75 pounds. Either way, based on I want to lose weight, that will mean that I did it. But if I only lost 5 pounds, trust me, I'm not going to be happy at the end of the year. Attainable goals should push you, but they need to be achievable. All right. And then, is your goal and time frame realistic? Right? Can you get it done in that amount of time? You don't want to set something that doesn't make sense. Lastly, do you have a time frame listed in your SMART goal to help you be accountable and help you with motivation? So let's take a look at this. If you say, I want to lose 10 pounds, okay, that's better. But again, 10 pounds in 30 days, 10 pounds in 52 weeks, 10 pounds in 60 days, what is it? Okay. If you say that you want to lose 10 pounds in 24 hours, that's not achievable unless maybe you're choosing to cut off a limb. Like, that doesn't make any sense, right? But if you say that you want to lose 10 pounds within the next 90 days, that's more than achievable. In fact, depending upon, what it is that you're trying to lose, it might be a little bit too long of a goal. You might want to condense that a little bit more and say maybe in 45 days or something like that. So it needs to be specific, measurable, attainable, realistic, and timely. And so let's just say that if the goal was, I would like to lose 10 pounds by March 15th of 2020, now that is going to be something that is all of these things. So is your goal SMART? If you want to gain clients, that's great. How many clients and by when? If you say that you want to gain 10 clients within the next hour, I don't know how you're going to do that. Okay? I never say never, but I don't know how you're going to do that. But if you say, I would like to gain 10 clients, 10 coaching clients by April 15th, now we're talking. Okay? So that's what I mean. You need to make sure that your goals are SMART. Then take those goals and put them in here as new goals. All right? And then be on your way to get them done. Now, the thing about the goals here is that in your Life Coach Office goal area, these are going to be appear in your calendar, and they're going to appear, therefore, if you have it synced with your Google Calendar, anywhere that you have that. I have that connected to my smartphone, my tablet. So I'm going to get reminders. This is what that looks like. When I go into the calendar, and I say that I would like to see all of the goal due dates, and I move it over to February, everything in green is a goal due date. And when I go to March, anything in green, there you go, is a goal due date. That appears on this calendar, but because I am synced to the Google Calendar, I'm sorry, this is the client. As the coach, let me get out and go in as the coach. So remember, your client's goals are also on your calendar. This is what I love. Your client goes and sets a goal. You as the coach, when you go to your calendar, you're going to see your client's goal. This is the part that is magic because it makes you look like a super on it coach. So you're not going to do it by client. You're going to do it by event. We're going to do goal due dates. Come on. You could do it by clients, but we're not. Come on. Here we go. All right. And we're going to go to the next month. Oh, I need to do it by client. Hold on, Maria. Why can't I search this? I'm sorry, it's taking my computer a little bit longer than I wanted to. There we go. Come on now. It's not being nice to me. So anyway, while it's doing its thing, we're going to do. So anyway, this is what happens. You need to make sure that you're synced in Google. It's already turned on. I'm not going to turn it off because I'll have a nightmare on my hands. And then if you're not, then please sync it to your Google. And what will happen is that on your Google Calendar, you're going to get results for all of your clients. For some reason, I'm having a problem, guys, and I'm not able to pull up my goal due dates. And this is all about my computer. It's not about the system. So forgive me for that, but that is what it will look like. I don't want all events. I really just want the goal due dates. And for some reason I cannot get it. So forgive me for that. When you go into your system and you're looking at it, you will be able to do that for your clients. There we go. There we go. All right. So now you see it. You see that? Find coaches to collaborate. Let me get to the February. All right. There. I am in the coaches now. See, it doesn't say hello, Maria. There's the coach's picture. That's me. And is goal due dates. And these, I go to February and it says find coaches to collaborate. And when you hover over it, you see it says find coaches to collaborate. And then it has Maria's name. All right. Now, remember, I am Maria also, right? Because you're coaching yourself. But when your client goes in and does it, it also works that way. Your client will put in what their goals are. It appears on your calendar. If your calendar is synced to your Gmail, now on the 7th, you're going to get a reminder and you can just send a text or an email or give Maria a quick call or talk to her that week in her coaching call and say, hey, how are you doing with finding coaches to collaborate with? You see how awesome that is, how that works? You know, it makes you look like a super coach because you're able to keep up with them with their goals. And then you can say, and remember, in 2 weeks, you have these other 2 goals coming up. The other thing is when you're using it for yourself, you can set it and forget it. Okay, set it and forget it. Now this is how I use that with clients. When I'm working with clients and we have goals or certain homework that I do, I'll just go into their goal area and I'll put it in. It's going to be on their calendar and it's going to be on mine. Okay, I have no problem with using their goal area for for my purposes. It helps me to remind my clients, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing, and everything remains in Life Coach Office. It's not just off in some other calendaring system. It's all in Life Coach Office, and I like that because I want to be able to go back and search it when I want to. All right. That is how you use Life Coach Office to help you to set goals for yourself and for your client. And the great thing is that once it's done, when you go to your client's page there, you know what, let's just go back in again for Maria. And you're going to, so I can show you what I'm talking about. All the past goals also remain there. Okay. The other thing that I love about Life Coach Office is that when you do something, it is immediate. I should have put in another goal as a client, as the coach, so that you could see. But anyway, go to the coaching file, vision and goals. Okay. And when I go to the career and business goals and I scroll down, there's some goals that we had done in the past. See that? These are past goals. All right. So you see what they did in the past. They did some coach training and they started a business. And now these goals are here. And when they accomplish these goals, they'll move to past. So you'll keep seeing the work from the past and they'll get that sense of accomplishment that they really need to have. Okay. Because they'll get to see that consistently. And so will you. So use your life coach office to set your goals. Now, if you are having challenges with your goals, if you find that you have goals, but for whatever reason you're not accomplishing them, it's one of two things, or maybe both. Either your goal is still too big and you need to break it down into small enough steps for yourself. And what that means is break your goal down until the goal is small enough that you feel like, oh, yeah, I can get that done. Okay. So gaining two extra clients seems like yeah, I'd love to do that, but I don't know how. Gaining 10 extra clients by April may sound really good. Okay, fine. Now you need some steps. What are you going to do in order to gain those clients? And remember, inside the goal area, hold on, in this area here is where you're going to put all the steps that you're going to do in order to find those, to get those clients. Maybe you're going to do some networking, go to some events. Maybe you're going to join an association. Maybe you're going to blog. Maybe you're going to write a book. Maybe you're going to do some speaking, some webinars. Maybe you're going to ask people to join your Facebook group. Maybe you're going to get very busy on social media. I don't know what you're going to do, but whatever it is that you're going to do, put those steps in there so that as you go to take a look at what these goals are, you have a place where you can you wrote down the things that you want to accomplish. The other thing is that if you find that you're not accomplishing your goals, if it isn't that if you've broken it down enough, then it's probably an issue with the way you plan. Maybe you're not taking the time out to actually plan appropriately so that you can hold yourself accountable on a monthly, weekly, and daily basis. That's another whole conversation. I'd be very happy to talk to you about planning because planning is my thing. I love to plan. I've taken more planning classes than I really want to admit. I'm kind of a planning freak. I just enjoy doing it. So if you have questions about planning, hit me up on a Life Coach Office Users Community. Send me a support ticket. Tell me, hey Kim, I'd love to hear you talk about how you actually get your planning done. And if you use Life Coach Office to help you get that done, I would love to share all of that with you. All right. Thank you so much for being with me here today. That's really all that I had. I wanted to talk to you about goal setting. Remember, break the year down into quarters. We're in the first quarter. It ends at the end of March. Next one is April through June. Next one, July through September. Next one, October through December. Break the year up into quarters. Decide what you're going to do in what quarter, and then break it down month by month, week by week, day by day, and get it done. My name is Kim Horvath, and I am so happy to have had this first open call of 2020 with you. As always, everyone, happy coaching.